Okay, let's read a little bit of this. It's not gonna take too much time. This is for the brothers, these so-called Israelites that's on the corner. They got these pictures of Jacob and Esau, Jacob and Esau, and they're saying that Edomites are white people, that they are the straight European Caucasian white people. Now, mind you, these are twin brothers that came from a Shemitic black man, a black man seed into a black woman. And they supposed to have created twins, one black man and the Caucasian race out of these two people. Now, as you can see here in chapter 30, Genesis 36:8, it does say, let's start at 6, where it says, and Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all the persons of his house and his cattle and all his beasts and all his substance which he had got in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. For their riches were more than that they might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Verse 8, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So we got that clear right now, right? So Esau is Edom. Do we know where Edom is? If you look at on an ancient map, even a modern day map, it's modern day Jordan. It's nowhere near where the Gentiles got sent. Which, by the way, let's go to Genesis 10 real quick, and we'll show you exactly where they got sent. Genesis chapter 10. And we'll start at 2. We'll skip through a little bit. But it says the sons of Japheth are Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus. And the sons of Gomer are Ashkenaz and Riphath and Togarmah. Let's stop there for 1 second and look at that word Ashkenaz. I'm pretty sure people have heard of the Ashkenazi Jews. Exactly. This is the name of those people. They still bear the same name as today. We know what those people look like. And there's more sons, Javan and Elas and Tarshish and Kiddim, right? Aren't those the Greeks? We know what these isles are. In verse 5 it says, by these were the isles of the Gentiles, divided in their lands, everyone after his tongue, after their families, in their nations. Okay, now this is nowhere near Jordan or nowhere near Edom. Let's go back to 36 real quick. We'll go to 36, and we're going to skip down to verse 32, Genesis 36:32. And let's read this real quick. 31. Let's start at 31. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom, before there reigned any king over the children of Yisrael. In verse 32 it says, and Bela the son of Beor reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Dinhaba. Now we go to the book of Joshua real quick, chapter 60, verse 2. We can find in here, we'll start at 1. And when the year came around, being the 72nd year from the Israelites going down into Egypt, after the death of Joseph, Zepho, the son of Eliphaz, which is the son of Esau, fled from Egypt. Now these people in North Africa, now they're claiming these are white people from the birth, that these are white people dwelling in this hot tropical land, right? It says, he and his men, and they went away. Verse 2, and he came to Africa, which is Dinhaba, to Angeas, king of Africa. Now let's stop there. We just read that Dinhaba in Genesis 36:32 is where? In Edom. And the name of this city was Dinhaba. And Africa is also known as Dinhaba. If you read Joshua chapter 60, verse 2, you'll see that it says, and he came to Africa, which is Dinhaba. So there you see right there, these couple of little precepts will show and prove with Genesis 10, 2 through 5. It's showing you that these are not white people. Edomites and Esau is not white people. These are not the Caucasian race. You understand? And we go to a couple of my little studies right here and show you, and this is from the book of Daniel, and it shows you all of these people right here. These are the 10 horns that they speak of in the book of Daniel, and the 3 horns that were uprooted, the Heruli, Vandals, and the Ostrogoths. But the Alemanni are Germany, the Franks are France, the Burgundians are Swiss, the Visigoths is Spain, the Anglo-Saxon is England, the Suevi is Portugal, the Lombards are Italy. This is not Dinhaba. We know for a fact that these places are across the Mediterranean. And some of these sons, I broke down and I researched a little bit about what some of these sons, like Gomer, the son of Japheth, are fathers of the Scyths, the Turks, the Serbs, the Croats, the Armenians, the Welsh, the Irish, the Germans, right? And another son of Japheth is Magog, the father of the Goths, the Swedes, the Finns, the Huns, the Slavs, the Magi. All of these sons is Ionians. These are the Greeks. This is Javan, the son of Japheth, right? Now we show and prove right now it's impossible for these people to be Edom when Edom dwells in Dinhaba, which is in Africa or ancient Africa. This is before the continent was called Africa. You see what I'm saying? So they're basically saying that white people come from Africa. That's what they're saying. They're basically saying they're switching it. They're reversing it. They're saying that the Japheth is black people. That's Europe. And Esau was raised and originated from Africa, a hot tropical land where they say they was even fled from Egypt. That's North Africa. You're telling me that these white people dwelled in Africa? They originated from an African hot tropical land? You're basically saying that Caucasians came from Africa. This is a simple read, man. Like, all you got to do is go through a couple things, do some research, and just go through a few things, man. You'll find out that these dudes are false prophets on these corners, man. They have no reason to be up there. They're misleading the people. Edomites are not white people. They're not. And I can go to the scripture where it says, you shall not abhor an Edomite, for he is your brother. So we got to ask ourselves, people, do we want to really keep following these people? These are the same people that think this so-called Christ is black, when so-called Christ never existed. He was a Roman invention to enslave your mind. But these are the same people that think that. Let's start doing some real deep, diligent studies, man. It doesn't even take that much. Just a couple of precepts and reading your book. And by the way, this is the book of Joshua, the book of the upright. This fills in a lot of blanks, and a lot of blanks through the book of Genesis and the book of Exodus. And they speak about how Moses was slow of speech, because we never asked ourselves that he was slow of speech and Aaron had to speak for him. Ask yourself, why was Moses slow of speech? And you get the book of Joshua. And by the way, the book of Joshua is spoken about, right? In Joshua chapter 10, verse 13 is spoken of. Is it not written in the book of Joshua to teach your children the use of the bow? And it's also written in 2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 18, the use of the bow. Is it not written in the book of Joshua? You look these books up and do some diligent research, man, and you'll be able to come to the conclusion, man, that these dudes are false prophets. Peace.